Productive people of Reddit, what are your best tips for staying organized and using your time most efficiently? I've made some pretty big strides, though I could still improve. I use the Wunderlist app and keep a running list of tasks I need to accomplish. Along with info like when I changed my car battery, air filter, etc. There's a TED Talk about how to form new habits that really struck a chord with me. In a nutshell, to create a new habit you have to attach it to an existing one, and start small and achievable. The speaker's example was, after I pee, I will do 3 push-ups, which turned into a workout routine eventually. Google Calendar. In college, I would scan the syllabus, take note of any large assignment or exam, midterm paper worth 20%, and put reminders on the calendar. For a paper, 1 week before it was due, the reminder would say complete rough draft. 4 days before it was due, proofread and send to Learning Center. 2 days, proofread and polish. 1 day, print/email to professor. Don't overextend yourself. If you put too much onto your plate, it is just as bad as not getting enough done. There is a psychological trick my girlfriend taught me that has done wonders, and my productivity ramped up tremendously. The first thing to remember is to not write up a super long list of things to do. Before you even begin, you will burn yourself out subconsciously. If you're saying, "Ugh, I have so much to do tomorrow," then not only do you have too much, but that is the first step in burning yourself out. Focus on the 3 to 4, or less, most important items that need to get done. Set a reasonable goal. After a while of doing this, you will notice you get more done, because instead of being a chore, the small list you created for yourself becomes a motivator, and the errands/chores/tasks act as achievements and not burdens. Run all your errands and shit you don't really want to do early in the morning on a weekend. Wake up early. If you're awake and out the door by 8 a.m. to go to the grocery, go to the gym, to a doctor's appointment, seriously schedule all your dental/doctor appointments for the first available morning time BC, then you won't sit there for hours on end because all the subsequent appointments went over. Then you're done with all the not fun stuff by 11 a.m. Take a nap, then you have the rest of the day to frolic around. To-do lists. Really? They are super helpful and easy to make. Separate the important things from the unimportant and try to do at least one important thing every day. Keep off of Reddit. Wake up at a routine time, have a ritual to start the day like coffee and breakfast. Realize that if you just get everything you need to do done as fast as you can, you'll have more time to do something you enjoy. Keep a daily journal. Hard things early in the day, easy things later make being productive a habit. It's addicting. If it takes less than 5 minutes to do it, then just do it already. Exercise. Commit to 4 hours of very productive work in a day. Schedule those 4 hours into your calendar. Guard them jealously. Don't let any appointments, emails, phone calls get into those 4 hours. Take a break every 1 to 2 hours. 5 minutes only. Then reward yourself once the 4 are done. Become brutal on how much time you spend on less important tasks. For example, finding a nice picture for your PowerPoint presentation should take 5 minutes. Spending hours on crap that no one cares about doesn't benefit you. My example is obvious, however I see this happen in problem solving. Basic research is necessary, but also knowing when to move on to more important things helps. A wife who is organized and values efficiency. I'd procrastinate, but we work together to get things done. What's better is that acts of service is her top love language, and when we accomplish something, she's really happy. Edit 1, I should say that really happy is an understatement. Giddy might be better. Many times it manifests itself as OMG I love you so much, followed by those ear kisses that make that side of my body tingle and hairs stand up. This does not happen at I do something for her. Only if we are doing it together. There's something about accomplishing things together that turns her on. And the more we get done, the more she gets turned on. I must say though that if we're sweaty and hot from the task, like outdoor chores, all the giddiness is on hold until after the shower. Planning and scheduling is key. Taking regular breaks so that you don't become frazzled. Listen to your body. Make lists. Prioritize. If you make organization enjoyable, you will find it so much easier to keep up with it. The whole reason people procrastinate it because it's a more enjoyable option. We always lean towards joy, but why do we want to be organized, to have more joy later? It also helps to have a negative mental attitude. If I don't do this now, the worst case scenario will happen. I must take action now so I can let go of my irrational fear of everything going wrong later. Then being organized is like a sedative in a sea of chaos. Do 45 to 60 minutes of work and then take a few minutes to do something not work related. Nobody can focus for hours. Also, exercise, even if it's just a 30-minute walk every day during your lunch break. It keeps you fit and alert. Next point, have a proper sleep schedule. Go to bed at the same day every day besides weekends and wake up at the same time. Last point is proper planning and set targets. Before 3 o'clock I want to have finished X task. It works wonders and you have a clear overview of what work you have left to do. Have children and a wife. The need to feed my family lights serious fire under my rear. Shame. My former boss would always walk past my desk and say must be nice to find anything in that mess. After I was the first to be fired, I determined to clean up my act. Stop and consciously think about the value of what you do and what return comes out of it, and stop doing things that aren't worthwhile. That's why you're not doing half of your to-do list or whatever app you use. The largest problem I see in so many people is not that they don't know what they are supposed to do or that they can't organize, but that they end up wasting time doing things that are absolutely not worth doing. Meaning things that don't bring them any value, not even happiness, and so the rest of their agenda or whatever never happens because they're so drained or dreading doing the rest after so much of it already felt like a huge waste of time. TLDR, prioritize what you're going to do, only do what's highest priority, and ditch the rest. The world will keep turning and you'll get more done. This has worked tremendously well for me. Shut everyone out when you have something to work on. Everyone always asks me how I get so many things done in such a quick amount of time, and it's always because I don't talk or socialize a whole lot while working. It's a little introverted but meh.